Imagination is the creative power within us that shapes our reality. As the saying goes, all things exist in the human imagination. Everything you see as objective reality around you, all the inventions and technologies we have, the cities and structures, they were all first imagined by someone. Nothing has been created that was not first imagined. Yet most people remain unaware of the tremendous power of imagination and how it can be harnessed to create whatever we desire in life. We are not taught how to imagine consciously and how it can be utilized to manifest our intentions. The world tells us to be practical, to see things as they are and not as we imagine them to be. But the truth is, everything we have in our practical world today was first imagined by someone. The only limits that exist are the limits of our imagination. Try to think of just one thing in this world that was not first imagined by someone. You won't be able to. From the most spectacular inventions like space travel and flying machines to the intricate technologies that make them possible, everything first existed in the imagination. The intelligence and skills required to execute what is imagined may come later, but first, someone had to imagine it. Imagine for a moment what would have been like when the light bulb was first imagined. When the Wright brothers first imagined and dreamed of a machine that could fly and defy gravity. These things did not spring out of nothing. They were first dreamed into being by the human imagination. The power to imagine and create a new reality is within each of us. We just need to learn to harness it. To harness the power of imagination, we must first understand how it works. When you imagine something, you must dwell in that imagination as though it is true now. See, feel, and experience it as though it is your present reality using all your senses. Imagine the smells, tastes, sounds, etc. The more you can imagine your desired reality with intensity and detail, the more powerful the imaginal act becomes. Imagine the feeling of your wish fulfilled and sustain that feeling. No power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come from manifesting if you sustain it in your imagination. As you persist in the assumption that your desire is reality now, it will crystallize into your physical world. This is not magic or wishful thinking, but a law of consciousness that can be utilized for manifestation. So when it comes to achieving your goals or manifesting what you desire in life, the first step is to clearly define your objective. What is it that you would like to experience, achieve, or have? Don't be ashamed to name it, however big or small. Then, you appropriate that objective subjectively by imagining what it would feel like were it true now. For example, if you wanted to manifest a new car, imagine driving your brand new car. Feel the steering wheel in your hands, smell the fresh scent of the interior. See other cars on the road and people admiring your vehicle. Keep assuming the feeling of having your new car until it hardens into fact in your physical reality. It may not appear instantly, but persistence in the imaginal act will lead to manifestation. The same applies to anything you would like to experience in your life. Go to the end result in your imagination and sustain the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Though your senses and reason may deny it and argue that it is not real or possible, persist in the assumption and it will come to pass. The doubting senses and logical mind are the devil that must be ignored on the path to manifestation. As you keep your imagination focused on the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the universe will yield to your imaginal act. Imagination is the key to unlocking your creative power to determine your reality. Believe in the reality of your imaginal acts and they will become facts. It may take days or weeks or months, but persistence will pay off. Once you truly grasp this, you will realize that nothing is impossible and the world can be whatever you imagine it to be. You just need to learn to control your imagination rather than be controlled by external realities. However, using the power of imagination is a skill that requires practice and consistent application. Our imaginations have atrophied from lack of use, and we have been conditioned to see imagination as mere fantasy. But imagination is the power that makes all things possible. I encourage you to test this for yourself and prove the incredible power of sustained imagination. Start with imagining something you deeply want and persist in the assumption of it being true now until it manifests in your life. You will be amazed at your own creative power. Let's choose to reawaken imagination and live lives unbounded by the limits of the physical world. Our imaginations are far more powerful than we realize. If we all unleashed the power of imagination, we could create a new world of our dreams. The only limits are those we place on ourselves. We can achieve the impossible through imagination. So start imagining your ideal life and ideal world today. What would you like to experience, achieve, or create? Picture it, feel it, and assume the feeling of it being your reality now. Do this each day and persist until what you imagine becomes your physical experience. Your imagination is the creative power that can transform your world. Have the courage to imagine and believe. The power is within you.